Every time the sun rises over the desert, I feel its first breath. A silent call inviting me to challenge myself. Then the silence vanished, and the desert began to speak. Every curve, every jump, a dialogue between man and nature. The desert tests my will, pushing me beyond my limits. And in those moments, I find my strength, my essence.
Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge.
Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge.
Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge.
As the sun sets, the desert quiets, but its spirit remains alive. I know that tomorrow it will all begin again. A new adventure awaits me. With each new day, the cycle begins anew. Are you ready to kick off again?
Hey everyone, welcome back. We are here once again for the 2025 Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. This is stage 2 today on Monday over there. We have some bikes that have already finished, and we have some cars that are a little bit past halfway out on the stage. The stage is a lot of dunes, and we can actually go over and take a look at the breakdown of the stage. So check it out. This is what the stage looks like. So they had a 61 kilometer transit to the start of the stage today, and then they had a 228 kilometer special, so 228 there. After that, they have a short transit back to the bivouac, only 13 kilometers at the end there. So there was a fuel stop for the bikes and the SSVs that are out there on course, but the cars, once again, have big enough fuel tank, they're able to make it the whole way, so no stops for them. The terrain is pretty much, you can see it's all sand. It's either sand, 43%, 37% of it is dunes, with some really big dunes today, right down by the border of Saudi Arabia. A little bit of chalk, which is a like dry lake bed, and other than that, that's it. There's no tarmac and no stones, so pretty much just sand all day today. Here's a look at the map of where they are. So this is Mazara, where the bivouac is. Then they went south, kind of south down to the start. Then they kind of go south again a little bit, and then back west, do a little loop, get gas if they're on the bikes or the T3s or T4s, and then head back north, and then head back east to the finish. So just good little loop there. Makes it nice and easy for everyone. So that's what it looked like at the end there. You can see they started, the bike started at 8 o'clock. The first bike went off, and then the first car started at 10:20. They were estimating it was going to take about 3 hours. It actually took a little bit over that. Let's go pull up the times and see where we're at. So we have some bikes at the finish, like we mentioned. So for the stage, we have Daniel Sanders from Australia is your unofficial winner. All of these times right here and everything is unofficial. They're going to have to be verified, check the trackers, see if there's any penalties, any speeding penalties, any waypoints missed, anything like that. But 3:01:35, so right at 3 hours actually. They were guessing 3:11 and it actually took 3, so right, pretty close. So 3:01 for Daniel Sanders. Looks like he's going to take the stage victory unofficially today. We're going to have Nacho in second place behind him. Then Adrian Van Beveren is going to be in third. We got Benavides in fourth. We got Skylar Howes is going to take fifth position there. And then we have Ricky Brabeck, his teammate on the Monster Energy Honda teammate, is going to be in sixth. You see Ricky got a little bit of credit for leading today. He actually had a 10-second bonus for actually leading for a bit today. And then we had his other teammate. So we have Monster Energy Honda 1, 2, and 3 here, not 1, 2, and 3, but 5, 6, and 7, 3 in a row. His other teammate led for a lot today, so he had 1 minute and 18 seconds. That's Tosha Sharina there, led for most of the day because he won yesterday. But as we see a lot of times in the rally raid, when you start first, Especially in the bikes, it is very hard to stay out front all day. And you can see he went from 1st to 7th on the stage today. So Tosha lost a lot of time today just from having to set the trail. There's no trails in front of him. When the bikes start first, he's literally the first guy to go. The guys that start a little ways back have an advantage actually because they get to see all the tracks and it's corrected time. So they know which way to go. So we'll see. Now tomorrow he's going to be not starting first. He's going to start back here. So we'll see if Tosha and Ricky and Skylar, tomorrow's going to be their day. They're going to be able to follow some tracks. So we'll see if they can make up some time. So that's the GP standings there. They're all basically 1 through 7 is all GP. And then the first R2 Rally 2 category bike is going to be Michael Daugherty from South Africa. He is going to be in 8th overall. He's going to be over Ebster here by about 4 minutes or so. So 1st and 2nd place in the Rally 2 category there. And then Drabowski is going to be 3rd in the Rally 2 category. And Barbosa is going to be 4th. Ventura 5th. And Corlett is going to be 6th. Now, if we go down to the quads, none of them have finished yet, but they're going to be getting very close. You can see they should be the next one to finish here. So it was the 115 that was leading at the last checkpoint, but it was pretty close. Look at this. It was only seconds between them. That was 3:39.14 and 3:39.35. So only 21 seconds separated 1st and 2nd place on the quads at the last checkpoint. So it's going to be interesting to see when they come to the finish. Either one of those two could easily take the win once they get into the finish. So that's a look at the bikes. Now let's go look at the cars that are still out on course. So right now we have through KP 171 is the most we have right now, or the farthest that they've gone. We have Sebastian Loeb is showing in 1st through there, and Nasser Al-Attiyah is showing as 2nd through there. So that's a little bit of a change there. If we go back to KP 139, we can see, actually they were running if we sort here, so it was Sebastian Loeb was 1st there, but look at Nasser. Nasser was all the way down here in 5th at the prior checkpoint there, the prior time check, and he's jumped all the way up to 2nd. So Nasser Al-Attiyah is definitely making up some time right now. He's on a good one. We had Yazid was in 2nd at the last checkpoint, and then let's see if we go back to the KP 171. He is not through yet, so it'll be interesting to see. You see Yazid right here. He's going to be the next one through. So once he comes through, is he going to jump back ahead of Nasser up here and stay in 2nd, or where is he going to go? We'll find out in just a little bit, as he should be coming by it very soon. Seth Quintero also is in 6th through there. And you can actually go over here and look at the map. And if we load the map here, let's see. We can see where they are on the map. So this actually shows us where they are. So there's Seth Quintero right there. So out first, it is Moraes here. He is physically 1st, which is really hard to do, like we said. And then behind him, we got Sebastian Loeb. So Sebastian Loeb is running 1st on time, but he's actually 2nd physical. And then we have Seth Quintero, who is 6th on time. We can see there, but he's actually running 3rd. And then behind him, we had Nasser somewhere in here. Where did Nasser go? He might be right underneath Seth. He should have been popping up on there somewhere. Nasser was running right behind Seth last time we had checked. But that's a look at the top leaders. There's Marcus Ekstrom over there, and Matthias Ekstrom, and then we're trying to find Mitch. There's Mitch. So there's Mitch Guthrie and Kellen Walsh over there, one of the Raptors making their way around. So basically, they're just going to make their way back east here, and they're going to come back over here. This finish is going to be right here, and then they just go right down. So we're getting close to having the first finisher. I'd say definitely within an hour, we'll have our first finisher, probably even less than that. But we're going to have to check the times and see who wins when they get to the finish. But that's a look at what's going on right now. Let's see, if we run through the notes here, we have, let's see, it says Loeb and Nasser have been setting the pace, holding their advantage. Yeah, it's very, very close there. Okay, we have somebody that's out here. So Mechanical has knocked Martin Prokop out of the special. So bummer for Martin Prokop there. He's going to be out at KM 107. That's the rest area, the refuel spot. So they will specials ought to continue tomorrow if he can patch up his car, but it looks like his 5th podium finish will have to wait. He has won the race once, 2018, and taken 3 second-place finishes. Wow, so he's actually had a lot of good finishes here, but this year, unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to have another good finish, as he's out of the stage, it sounds like. But hopefully they can get that car fixed, and they can at least try for some stage wins in the next 3 stages. So Daniel Sanders won his victory, marks his 6th of the season. He closes in on the W2RC single season record of 10 wins, set back by Benavides in 2023. Australian also draws level with the Argentinian in career Rally GP wins at 14, edging closer to the record holder, 17. So there we go. So Daniel Sanders is going to try to get some more stage wins because he wants to set some of those records. So we'll be keeping an eye on him. But yeah, that's about it. So Sebastian Loeb overtakes. We saw that. We just looked at that on the time. He's leading by 58 seconds on time. We saw he was still second physically, but it goes by time, and you can see that right here. So he is sitting second. So that's what's going on right now for us in the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. This is stage 2. We'll come back at 2 o'clock and I'll do one more update. We should have a finisher by then. So I'm thinking that these cars should definitely, all they got to do is go right over here. It's not too far. It looks real easy on the map, right? Just drive straight across the map. No big deal, right? So we should have a car finisher right around 2 when I come back. So tune back in at 2 and we will give you guys an update. Once again, if you just joined us right now over in the bike class, if we go back and load this real quick for you, you can see that Daniel Sanders has won unofficially. Now, if we look at the general ranking, here's the ranking of stage 1 and 2 combined. So Daniel Sanders is in the lead. He has about a minute and a half lead over Benavides in second place. So both the Red Bull KTMs are 1 and 2 in the overall after 2 stages. But look at how close it is between second and third. That is only 17 seconds or so, 18 seconds that separates second and third. So really close to the podium. And then it's only 17 seconds back to Ricky Brabeck, who's going to be in fourth. So really close racing. And look at only 42 seconds back to Nacho. So 1 through 5 are really close. About 3.5 minutes or so between first and fifth right now. So this race is still anybody's race, far from over. Tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is going to be the first half of the marathon stage. There's not going to be any assistance at the end of the race tomorrow. At the end of the stage, they're going to be camping out in the dunes, and they're going to have to do any kind of maintenance on their cars or bikes. They need to fix anything. It's all about the riders and the drivers in the cars. That's it. There's going to be no crew tomorrow. So that's going to throw an interesting challenge to everybody, and that should be fun. So, all right, we'll come back at 2 o'clock, and I'll give you guys one more update, and I suppose we should have our first car finisher by then, too.